Hi, I'm Shannon from MYP Math Tutor, and welcome to an overview of assessment in MYP Mathematics, where we evaluate student learning through 4 distinct criteria: A, B, C, and D. Each of the 4 criteria capture a different part of the study of mathematics. In the MYP, all subjects have a series of criteria that students are assessed on. They vary from subject to subject, but in mathematics, criterion A is knowing and understanding, criterion B is investigating patterns, criterion C is communicating, and criterion D is applying mathematics in real-life contexts. These criteria could be assessed on standalone assessments, or sometimes they're paired up and assessed together. Let's take a look at these in a little more detail. First up, criterion A, which focuses on knowing and understanding. It assesses how well students grasp mathematical concepts and apply their knowledge to solve problems. The 3 strands that students are assessed on specifically are choosing an appropriate method, applying this method correctly, and solving the problem correctly. Problems increase in difficulty throughout the assessment, so students have an opportunity to select and apply mathematical strategies to simple, complex, challenging, and unfamiliar problems. Next up, criterion B, or investigating patterns. This is a strange one for students who are new to the MYP. It evaluates the ability to explore and identify simple and complex or abstract patterns and relationships in mathematics. It's a skill that's essential to developing logical thinking. Usually, the assessment has students demonstrating a skill that they've been working on in class to collect information that follows a pattern. Then, they describe this pattern as a general rule, often using algebra. Following that, they verify or check that the rule works, usually using some of the information they collected earlier, and justify or show that the rule always works, either with an explanation or with algebra. In criterion C, communicating, the focus is on how effectively students can express their mathematical ideas. The aim is to become fluent in the language and structure of mathematics. Students are required to use correct notation and vocabulary, use and move between different forms of communication, such as algebra or tables or graphs, communicate in complete, coherent, and concise ways, and organize their work logically. Criterion C is often paired with one of the other criteria, rather than being a standalone assessment. Finally, criterion D assesses applying mathematics in real-life contexts. This encourages students to identify relevant elements or parameters that they may need to solve the problem, and then choose and apply a mathematical strategy to find a valid solution. What sets this apart is that it encourages students to understand when their solutions are accurate and what may lead to inaccuracies, and what limitations or assumptions may affect their calculations. Students also justify whether or not their solution makes sense by putting themselves in that context and really thinking about any other considerations that may affect their answer. MYP assessment is holistic. We want to develop a wide skill set and perspective of mathematics, and we do that by assessing the 4 criteria just mentioned. Students could be assessed in a variety of ways, including but not limited to presentations, a normal test, a project, or mathematical paper. The feedback from these assessments, though, is all focused on skill development so that students are comfortable and competent using mathematics outside of the classroom and as a lifelong learner. To close, we'd love to share a little bit more about who we are. Here at MYP Math Tutor, we're thrilled to be able to support over 150 students from more than 75 IB schools spanning over 40 countries worldwide. We work with students who attend some of the top IB schools in the world, including International School Basel, North London Collegiate School Dubai, and Seoul Foreign School. We offer personalized support in MYP and DP mathematics through one-to-one virtual sessions. All of our tutors are experienced IB teachers with classroom expertise and a passion for IB education. They tailor each session to the students' needs, helping them to build confidence and strengthen understanding. If you'd like more information, please feel free to reach out to info@mypmathtutor.com or visit our website at www.mypmathtutor.com.